Yes, we're here in the vault. I'm getting my collection for tonight's show, Let's Talk Invicta. Always a surprise, always the nicest models and great prices. You know, this is where we have our toys, like kids in a toy store. We are picking the selection and working on the collection for you guys at Let's Talk Invicta, your favorite watch show, every Monday night at 8 o'clock. Yes, we're here in the vault. I'm getting my collection for tonight's show, Let's Talk Invicta. Always a surprise, always the nicest models and great prices. You know, this is where we have our toys, like kids in a toy store. We are picking the selection and working on the collection for you guys at Let's Talk Invicta, your favorite watch show, every Monday night at 8 o'clock. Yes, we're here in the vault. I'm getting my collection for tonight's show, Let's Talk Invicta. Always a surprise, always the nicest models and great prices. You know, this is where we have our toys, like kids in a toy store. We are picking the selection and working on the collection for you guys at Let's Talk Invicta, your favorite watch show, every Monday night at 8 o'clock.
Hey, good evening everybody. This is show number 140 of Let's Talk Invicta, your favorite watch show. I just came back from Miami. I had a great trip to our headquarters in USA and saw some great new collections. And I even brought some collections for you tonight here to the studio in Hedel to talk over here. Let's Talk Invicta. G'day, welcome.
Hey, thank you.
You're back in Oldenzaal. I know you're in the studio, so welcome to the show, René. We talked about the collection already before the show, but first of all, I want to thank our loyal visitors every week for the great comments about last week's show. I'm happy you liked it. We liked it as well, and we will try to, be better this week again. So with your input, we always try to be the best. And, show number 140.
Yeah.
We always say time flies when you're having fun, but in this case, it's absolutely a true story because, I still remember the first shows that we did, René, with an iPhone and like a light from the Insta camera. It was really simple, but it worked. And here we are tonight in our studio here in Hedel. You in the studio in Oldenzaal. Let's start with the first watch in the lineup.
I totally agree. So let's go with the flow tonight, and you see what we have improved last 3 years already. Yeah, you already said show 140. So let's rock and roll.
Okay, well, the first watch in the lineup is a watch from the Aviator collection, and not just your regular Aviator, because you immediately recognize this watch in the silver and gold tone variation that we have in our regular collection. But I was in US and found this beautiful blue plated variation for you, and I just figured, let's take it to the Let's Talk Invicta show, because I absolutely love the color plating. This is what Invicta is all about. We are about special models, special plating, and colors. And this also shows you what a color can do with a watch. In this case, again, it's a petrol dark blue variation, as we call it, the plating, with our, petrol blue, yeah.
Ah, nice.
So, and with the open dial, as we have on top of the VD57 movement that Seiko built, especially for Invicta. The casing, of course, is 100 meters water resistant. The case size, the diameter is 48 millimeters, so quite an accessible size as well. And the model number is 40705. And I managed to get the pricing down for you guys here tonight at Let's Talk Invicta. Not your regular pricing of 224. If you order now, you can have this watch available for you in the coming 24 hours for the fantastic price of 109 euros. We have a few pieces available. I took them with me from US, and they are here to be shipped to you. When you order now or within the next 24 hours, the watch will be shipped to you this week for sure. Let me get back to the details, René, because I told you the 48 millimeter is quite an accessible size. But maybe that's because we are in the watch industry and we think that a 48 millimeter casing is the regular size. But these days here at Invicta we have watches of 60 millimeters, we have watches of 68 millimeters even. We have one in the show tonight as well. But this case it's 48, and I want to show you now how a watch in this size fits around my small wrist, because the color plating but also the finishing is really, really special.
Yeah. So a lot of detail. What I like is, of course, the special coloring of blue, the petrol blue, as you called it, but also the red accents in the dial. And what I also like is the casing, the curved out on the side of the casing.
Yeah, fantastic. I will show it in a minute on the side of the casing. You're right, René. And also, the dial is based on the look and feel of the cockpit in an airplane. Yeah. As you can see, the instruments can be screwed out in a cockpit and interchanged. Here we made the subdials in the same shape, and also like the disc style chronograph subdial on the right, and the date, of course, also in the disc variation. You were talking about the concave shape on the side of the casing, René, yes. And that's a great detail that I really like myself as well. It's a silver tone casing. Actually, it's been put into the blue case holder, as you can see. So it's actually two parts fixed together, and I think it came out fantastic.
Absolutely, I totally agree.
Of course, we have the laser engraved Invicta logo on the side, and if we turn the watch around, you will see that we have the beautiful crown and pushers on the side as well. So, very, very nice variation. Again, model number 40705. Your price tonight is 109 euros.
109 euros is including free shipment. Of course, the regular viewers of Let's Talk Invicta, they know it's. Of course. But we constantly getting new viewers because we also go to other social medias like Twitch and like Twitter, Twitter X, and
Facebook, of course.
We constantly get new viewers. That's why we announce it now. But 109 euros. So if you from abroad, from Britain or from the UK, then you have also the big advantage that this watch is below 150 euros. So that means you don't pay any import taxes.
Absolutely, René. 109 euros, model number 40705. Let's move on to the next watch in the lineup.
Okay.
Which is a very, very special model. It's brand new, just fresh out of the US, but in a very, very exclusive variation. I have a bolt chronograph variation in the Reserve edition. So for those of you who are new to the show, let me explain a little bit about Reserve collection. This is actually the collection that we reserve for the best possible finishing, for the nicest movements, and for the most creative solutions to get the final watch. And to me, this is one of the nicest watches in tonight's lineup. It's model number 44421. It's our Reserve Bolt edition. For those of you who are a little bit longer with us at the Invicta brand, you immediately recognize the casing as one of the previous Bolts variations. But in this case, we made a very, very special execution. Let me try to show you what I'm talking about, because we created a laser engraved pattern on the casing and on the band as well, and it looks like the band and the casing is almost frozen.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see that, René?
Yeah, I see it. And
very, very special.
Wow.
It's a very special pattern, and the combination that we made with the racing green dial, with the racing green cable around the casing, and also the racing green pushers and the crown, makes it a very, very special model to me. Let me give you some stats. It's from the Reserve Bolt collection. The size of the casing is 50 millimeters. Okay. Yeah. 50-50C movement. For those of you who are into our movements, this is made by Ronda, of course, our very well appreciated partner from Switzerland. The 50-50C movement is very famous for the fact that we have a double-digit date on the bottom, so a large date, and also a day execution on the dial. You see that?
Okay,
in between
nice.
in between the upper in between the upper subdials. So although we are dealing with an exclusive watch with a very nice design, it's still 200 meters water resistance. We are very fond of our specs here at Invicta, so water resistance is really, really important. Pricing, guys, let me get to the pricing, because 760 euros is the regular pricing for this Reserve timepiece. And again, I know that's a lot of money, but Reserve means the very best that we can offer. 760 euros if you order now in this particular color, which is the light green, the steel green variation, racing green I call it myself because to me it's a little bit darker. Your price will be tonight 294 euros. And again, I know that is a lot of money, but if you see this watch in real life, it's absolutely a piece of work. It's a piece of art almost. Let me put the watch around my wrist real quick so you know what I'm talking about, René. Again, model number 44421, Reserve collection in the all frozen laser engraved edition. This particular color, racing green, is on sale tonight here at Let's Talk Invicta. Brand new collection for the fantastic price of 294 euros.
Yeah. So it's also including free shipment. We already spoke about it, but this is also newest collection.
100%, René. Absolutely. And to make it easy for you guys, for those who are new to the show as well, we created a QR code on the left side of your screen. If you point to the screen with your iPhone and in the photo modus, you will be directed immediately into our Let's Talk Invicta tab on the invictastores.eu website, where you can start checking on tonight's collection, but also, more important, can finalize your purchase. So 294 euros is all you pay for this fantastic timepiece, and it will get to your doorstep in a couple of days.
Yeah. So can we have please one close-up from the band, because it's very beautiful. We already saw it, but I like it. It's look frozen. As
I'll try. I'll try to find the close-up. Yes. Very good, Max.
Thank you. Yeah, it's so beautiful.
It looks like ice. You see that?
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
I imagine then a worker doing this, many hours of processing and of designing, and it's beautiful. It's really beautiful. It's
laser engraved, so it's really, really special and durable as well. I mean, if you scratch the watch, it will remain the same look and feel.
Okay.
So again, Reserve collection you immediately recognize because of the R logo in the side of the crown as well. So nice timepiece,
Yeah.
great color, and on sale tonight for €294. I'm moving on to the next watch in the lineup, René, which
Thumbs
is
up.
from our new Pro Diver series. And I did an introduction already, I think last week, of the rubber variation. And I had a few questions about this watch in the stainless steel variation. And here it is tonight in our show, number 140. The model number for this watch is 46041. And the reason I immediately show this watch after the reserve collection that I just showed you, to show you back at home what Invicta is all about. We are here, we are a brand for watch lovers in any price range. And for that reason, I'm bringing you tonight this model number 46041, our famous Pro Diver series, which means that you have a full stainless steel band, stainless steel casing, water resistance, 50 meters in this case, VD54B movement, the chronograph movement, especially made for by Psycho for Invicta. I really love the hand polished finishing in the middle of the band. As you can see, even in this price range, we put details like this into the watch. And I chose to bring you tonight the Pepsi variation. And when I talk about Pepsi, that's more slang in the world of watches these days. It's because of the blue and red finishing of the bezel and the dial, of course. Pricing, sensational. I can give you a fantastic price tonight. €144 is your price if you order on invictastores.eu, but not for the coming 24 hours. This new Pro Diver series is available to you for 24 hours for the fantastic price of €62 only. 62.
I can imagine that you stutter.
Me too. I was just going to say.
With a price like this. So
I'm a little bit surprised myself,
Yeah.
but €62. Come on, guys. This is a watch that you want in your collection. And, you know, if you want a watch for your vacation or you just, you know, a watch for everyday use, check it out. It's a real nice timepiece.
Absolutely, I totally agree here. So,
Listen, René, and if I tell somebody that, you know, that this watch is €162, they will still like it.
yeah.
Because the pricing doesn't do justice at all. It's a fantastic price point that we give you.
So, how many millimeters? 45?
45.
45. Okay, 45. And then also the subdials. And does it have also flame fusion and trick?
Flame fusion crystal, everything you want in your Invicta watch is here for the fantastic price of €62.
Hey,
Model number 46041. René, I had a few requests after the show we did 2 to 3 weeks ago. We did the Swiss Masterpiece show, remember?
Yes, I remember.
The Swiss Royale. Yeah. So I had a couple of questions because, as you know, we have Invicta lovers out there that are watching shows in USA. They check on websites in US, and they found a few masterpieces that I didn't show in the last Let's Talk Invicta show. So what I did, I listened to them very well, and I found the two pieces that they want in our show. I'm bringing you tonight. I'm reintroducing the Swiss Masterpiece Grand Diver Reserve Collection with sandstone dial. Come on, this is not a watch. This is jewelry. But let me give you some more specs, René, because not only are they beautiful, and if you see the close-up here in the studio, it's really nice.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh,
I love sandstone. I love the sparkling.
Okay, let me give you some more details, René.
Yeah.
It's sandstone in brown and in blue. And sandstone, for those of you who are not familiar with this stone, has many shimmering and many little shiny details in the stone as well. So really nice, and needs a lot of work to be as nice as it is here. But besides that, we bring sapphire crystal. Full stainless steel, 300 meters. Okay? Unidirectional bezel, of course, but the nicest detail, in my opinion, is first of all the movement. G10 212, especially made by ETA for Invicta. So ETA makes movements especially for Invicta, in this case as well. And we have a fantastic diamond dial, because the 12, as you can see it here on the dial, is fully set with 10 beautiful diamonds.
You're kidding.
This is not a watch, this is jewelry in it. And the pricing tonight is even lower than the first introduction.
Huh.
I found those two pieces when I was in Miami last week, and I have a great offer for you tonight. 660 euros, the regular pricing on invictastores.eu. Those two colors here, the two sandstone variations that we have, are available to you tonight for 259 euros. And guys, if you're on Facebook or Twitch, all you have to do is type buy Grant, and you will be directed immediately into the Let's Talk Invicta tab on our website. If you are watching on your TV back home, you can take your phone, point at the QR code on the left side of your screen, you will be directed to the Let's Talk Invicta tab as well.
Yeah.
But getting back to the watch, René,
Yeah.
this is absolutely a piece of work. This is why we are proud to work for the Invicta brand, because the details, the colors, the special finishing, the 52 millimeter casing, the all full stainless steel band variation.
Yeah.
I mean, this again, to me, this is not a watch. This is a piece of jewelry that tells me time.
I totally agree, Wim, because sandstone is a very difficult stone. They also make jewelry of sandstone, as
Absolutely.
you know, as a jeweler. So, but it's very hard to make the dials with very thin in
Yes,
sandstone.
we need an ultra thin layer,
Yeah,
first of all,
it's-
and it can break easily. So we have to be really careful. And to get, all the shiny
Yes.
elements out of the stone, it
Wow.
needs a lot of work.
Absolutely.
And that work we
Yeah,
do
yeah,
we
yeah.
do by hand. We do that in our factories, and we make and
Yeah.
that's why not every single watch has the same color tone. So the ones that I have here in the studio are maybe different, slightly different than the one that you will receive back home when you order from us. Again,
Alright.
we're talking about model number 45359, which is the dark blue variation, and we have model number 45360, which is the brown variation, as we call it, sandstone metal.
Sandstone metal. Alrighty. So beautiful watches, and you save 61% now.
Wow.
And as you already told, 10 diamonds, sandstone dial, sapphire crystal, and a Swiss ETA movement. Invicta lovers, Invicta addicts, I would say buy now or cry later.
Absolutely, René. And we're moving on to the next watch, to the next series. And again, this show is all about variation. And talking about variation, the next watch in the lineup is a beautiful variation on price level as well as finishing level, because I'm talking about a new Pro Diver series that we will bring in to you tonight in two different color tones. I have the light variation, the white variation on the right hand side for me, on the left side for you, and the dark blue variation on the other side. Model numbers through 36610 is the white dial, and 28003 is the dark blue dial. And I have a great price point for those Pro Diver watches tonight. 50 millimeters casing, VH63 movement. As you can see, it comes with 3 subdials, but it's not a chronograph. It has a multifunctional dial, as we call it. So you have your day, your date, and your seconds on the subdials. And the pricing is sensational, absolutely sensational. 136 euros is already a great price for a watch like this. If you order now or within the next 24 hours, one of those watches or both of them can be yours for 51 euros only. And yeah, we talked about it before the show, that it might be one of the best prices that we ever offered in our Let's Talk Invicta show, René.
Yeah.
One of the lowest prices, I think.
Yeah,
Maybe
50.
49 we did once, but
Yeah,
51 for this timepiece is absolutely fantastic. Let me show you the watch on my wrist real quick. I'll do the white one. Looks even bigger than the blue one.
I also like the pattern on the dial. Very nice pattern. It looks a
It's a-
little bit like carbon fiber.
Even in this price range, I would almost say.
Great.
Yes, beautiful shot.
Hopla. And
You
there
can
it
see
is.
50 millimeter casing, but still a really, really nice timepiece. And please check out the way the band fits anatomically around my wrist. Although we are dealing with a bigger case size, it fits around my small wrist as well.
But Wim, we have
Yes.
also a special silicon band on this price point. And normally the silicon bands, good silicon bands, cost money. So
Yeah, it's always money what it costs,
Yeah.
but
that's, that's
no, but you're right, René. I mean, even in this price range, and the pattern in the dial, the way we finish the casing with the the brushed side of the casing, really nice color tone, and two different variations: the dark blue dial and the white dial. Pricing is sensational, €51 only. Even if you buy two, you're still below €150
Yeah.
and can get the watch to your doorstep in UK as well
Yeah.
for without the import tax.
So, if you are watching the show for the first time and you have certain questions for Wim, for me, or for our social media team, so we follow up. If you also want to have a particular kind of watch, and so here are the social where you can post, or now on YouTube. Are there certain questions on YouTube now?
And also we have our support email. If you go to support@invictastores.eu, you will get in touch with our support team for more questions or support from the technical side as well.
We have
Moving
one
on to the next one, Sinead.
Yeah, but I want to say something, and that's this. Don't forget.
Yes, we will have a museum, absolutely, in Roosendaal, 4th and 5th of November. We have a Invicta collector here in the Netherlands who has a fantastic collection with older Invicta watches from the 40s, from the 50s, very special series, special colors. And if you see today's collection, we still have details of those watches in today's collection as well. So come to our Roosendaal store, to the Roosendaal designer outlet, where we have a beautiful Invicta store. Actually, it's the store behind me that you see here, that we have there. And our museum will be there for 2 days, the 4th and the 5th of November, and you will be there to talk about these beautiful collections as well. So, great remark, René. I almost forgot to mention this because we introduced it last week already, but
but that's I'm here. That's my job.
yeah, absolutely. René, talking about my job.
Yeah.
I'm going to the next watch in the lineup, and I'm taking it off the stand because it's a very special model that we have here. We call it here in our warehouse, we call it the American Football edition of the vintage collection. And why American football? You can see it already. The shape of the casing looks like an American football. This is a vintage watch that has been designed already in the 50s, and for sure we will have a similar kind of styling in the watch museum in Roosendaal on the 4th and the 5th of November. But this particular style is brand new, and we just introduced it here at Let's Talk Invicta show. It's model number 35276. It's with the bridge movement. And talking about the bridge, you had a question before the show, René, that you were asking what's the difference between a bridge and a skeleton dial. Well, a skeleton is not a bridge, but a bridge is a skeleton.
Okay.
That's a little cryptic, but what I meant is that you have a skeleton movement means that you can actually see through the movement and see the watch working for you. But when I talk about a bridge movement, it has a bridge to connect both ends of the movements to the casing. You see? So this is a bridge skeleton. That's actually what it is. So we made a fantastic symmetric casing for this watch. But if you see that the one on the crown is just on the regular position, it's just a little bigger than your regular crown, as you can see here.
Okay, yeah. So that's the crown. It's not only stylish and only design, but it's really the crown. So
yes, this is how we created the American football design, and we created a fantastic strap for this watch. As I told you already a couple of times during our shows, we have special designers taking care of our strap designs for every single watch. We make special units. Check out, this is we call it like a hybrid band because we have the silicon inside and side of the band with a leather pattern on top as well, as you can see.
It's very nicely done. So I
The
like this
casing
style.
is actually, I talked about it already, about sizing, 68 millimeter casing,
Wow.
so quite a big design, but because it's in the width instead of the length,
Yeah.
it fits like a glove around your wrist. And I love the blue finishing, the details that we built into the casing as well. 100 meters water resistant, although we are dealing with a vintage casing, we still want it up to Invicta standards, and pricing tonight is sensational. It's already on the left side of your screen, 179 euros instead of 500 euros
Yeah.
if you order now or within the next 24 hours. And I tell you many times, Let's Talk Invicta is about new collections, great prices, but small quantity, because to get all those special pieces into the Let's Talk Invicta show, we need to really, fight and allocate from other warehouses. And for this reason, I always tell you to be fast or you miss out on those great deals.
Yeah, I agree on this, but a very special watch, and in this special, oh, I want it, yes, there. So, leather and silicon, flame fusion, 68 millimeters, and we have a special automatic movement. Wim already talked about it, about the bridge movement, and it's from our vintage collection. So a very special watch. And now I see it on your wrist, because my question was 68. Is this comfortable to wear? But I see it now on your wrist, and it's, I can see that it's very comfortable to wear.
It's a time machine, René. It's absolutely a machine. And if you are a collector out there, you want this watch in your collection. It's so special. It's so limited. There's not many pieces available. I told you already. Yeah. And it's available tonight and in the coming 24 hours for the fantastic price of 179 euros.
Yeah, but for 179 euros, and then it's only this color. So if you go to our website, do we have different colors, Wim?
I'm not sure. I don't think so. I just handpicked this one in Miami, but maybe we have. Sometimes it happens. No, I think we only have one. Only this blue variation that we have.
Blue, okay. Oh, sorry.
See the case back, René?
Yeah, nice. Nice.
You better see the bridge here on the case back.
Yeah. So also astonishing coloring of blue. I'm a big fan of the color blue in watches. And this size, 68, the shape of the football, I would say, hey, Invicta lovers.
This is your chance.
Yeah, this is your chance, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, René.
Yeah.
This was a very special edition, and we're moving on to the last series of tonight's show. And actually, this is a series that we have here in, let me see, how many different colors, guys? 4 different colors available. One I'm wearing myself. It's a leather strap variation, and we call it Lagarto strap, which means actually that you have a sort of a pouch under the casing to create an extra look and feel to the watch, but also for those of you who have anti-allergic or allergic problems. Yeah. Some people are allergic to steel or metal parts, and here at Invicta we thought about that. We built the Lagarto strap already for many different series out there. This is an iForce edition, as we call it here, in 4 different color tones. Let me give you the color tones real quick. Model number 12971 is the one that I'm wearing here. It's absolutely a fantastic color, if you ask me. It's the black and rose gold variation, and you see that the Lagarto strap fits perfectly under the casing. And let me tell you guys, if you don't like the Lagarto strap under the casing, you can take it off and you have a regular leather strap.
Okay.
So
but I already showed the price. Didn't you make a mistake, my friend? Because 59 is also...
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Tonight is all about up and down in pricing and the variation, and this shows you what Invicta is all about. And this also shows you that we are very much into details, even in lower price ranges, René. Because please check out the iForce logo that we built onto this. And it's not just printed on the dial, no, we actually embossed it on the dial in all variations. Again, model numbers, guys. 12971 is the gunmetal and rose gold. Then we have the 12974, which is the blue and rose gold. Then we have the 12976 is the midnight blue, the little darker blue. That's the one on the side here. 12976, and the last one is the gunmetal shiny variation. That's the one here in the middle, which is 12977. And pricing, again, I told you already, 59 euros. It's absolutely a great price point. If you ask me to make a choice out of those colors, I would pick them all four. They're all beautiful. They're all very, very nice. They're all water resistant. They're all 44 millimeters, and the strap fits like a glove. I'm wearing one myself here in the studio. It's very, very comfortable to wear.
So, and Wim, in a few weeks, we already have Christmas. Yes.
Yeah.
And this is a perfect gift.
Perfect gift, price-wise, but also design-wise.
Yeah.
I think it's a fashion item like this. If you wear the watch like this, it's also aesthetically a very good solution for having allergic problems.
Yeah.
But at the end, I just like the watch. I think it's a real nice timepiece. And you see the four colors on your screen right now. Let me give you the model numbers one more time. 12977 is the dark gray and rose. 12976 is the dark blue, the midnight blue and rose. Then we have the pattern variations, which is the 12974, blue and rose gold, and the gunmetal variation 12971, that's the one I'm wearing myself. 59 euros is your pricing, guys. I hope you are as enthusiastic about these series as we are. And we will be back next week, René, yeah?
Absolutely.
Yeah, next week, same time, same place. And we will have a fantastic offer in this show. And we do this offer, we achieve this offer together with our colleagues from the US from invictastores.com. We will have the same series on sale in the same week.
Great. So I'm
That
really
will be great, for sure.
I'm really looking forward to the show next week. And all Invicta fans and friends, thank you for watching this week and for buying your next Invicta watch. And stay tuned. So, as I say every week,
Bye-bye.
zwaai zwaai.